Hi, this is Mika, and welcome to the Always Always Support Local podcast. Today we have Ky Vuong. He is a fitness consultant on Oahu. Basically, anything and everything you want to know about fitness and health, he is your guy. Cool guy, and we'll get into his story and how he got to where he is. So, Ky, I know we talked story about how you got to come to Oahu and all that stuff. So, if you want to give people an idea of who the man is behind the fitness consultant. Like, how did you find your way to Hawaii?
My pleasure. I'm originally from Maryland, and over 20 years ago, when I did an internship at the YMCA of Honolulu, they sent me to Hawaii, and this is where I fell in love. Because as you know, I'm Asian, right? You can look at me. Growing up in Maryland, that's a minority. Okay, I was only a few kids in my school, and I could tell the difference, with bullying, discrimination. I knew that. Once I came to Hawaii, I knew this was my land. I fit in. I'm the majority. So I embraced it. I embraced everybody. And I love the weather. I can't stand the cold. So warmth is my best friend. And then once after Hawaii, the rest is history. I started the YMCA. I love helping people. I started volunteering when I was 16 years old as a trainer at the YMCA in Maryland. And once people saw the difference in their lives and they came to me, they thanked me, they cried, made me feel good. One gentleman, I still remember his name, Al, he's in the late 70s, he's a Ky. You really changed my life. I feel better, I feel vibrant, I'm young again. You can make a good living at this. You have the right package, you have the right energy and everything. And he convinced me, he said, look up, research. And that's when I found Springfield College in Massachusetts, and the rest is history. And that's how I ended up in Hawaii.
So, you kind of answered the question, what inspired you to go into this field, but what keeps you waking up every day to do this? Because owning your own business or being in business for yourself is not for the faint of heart. It's got a lot of moving parts to it. So what keeps you motivated to do it every day?
Great question. Two things. My family. I have two kids, 3-year-old baby girl, Cammie, 9-year-old son, Skyler, and my wife, Lori. The other part is, I don't have to respond to anybody. I don't have to ask for permission or anything like that. I work out of my home. And the third important reason is seeing people become better, evolve into stronger, more healthier, more confident individuals. That gives me the drive. That gives me the passion. If I can help one person, I'm happy. If I can help 2 or more or hundreds to thousands, great. My goal, my dream is to have a nice warehouse and develop my own functional fitness. I promise it will be the best. No one in Hawaii will ever have it. I don't want to say too much. Right. There's people out there that are going to listen. But I promise you, it's going to be different. So anybody that has a warehouse, I'm talking high ceilings and at least 4,000 to 8,000 square foot, please let's talk. Maybe we can become partners. But I promise you, this will be a very successful fitness club. Wow. Once I've been looking for the last couple of years, and it's real estate is prime property. It's very expensive and very limited. So if it comes, great. But if not, I'll still do what I'm doing right now at home.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier something really fascinating, and because I always used to watch the show, that you were on America Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
So talk about that experience, because I've watched it on TV and it's nuts.
That was a very humbling experience. It was 2014. You guys can Google it in my name. I was invited. So everyone wants to be on a show, but you have to be selected. You have to send a videotape. You have to send your background information. They do a test. Hundreds and thousands of people want to be it. The producers, they will look at a certain state and maybe 1 or 2 guys from that state. I was lucky enough to be chosen for state of Hawaii. Wow. I went to the Venice Beach finals, semifinals, and ran the course. So the funny story is, I had to go first. I don't know why producers wanted me to go first. It was scary because I ran at 2 o'clock in the morning. The course was
2 a.m.?
Yes. It started at 6 p.m. They took all day to fix the course. Before any athletes run on the course, you have to let the pro runners run the course. Make sure it's deemed safe and not dangerous for the athletes like ourselves. So we're like novices, they're the pros. Once they are happy, then my turn goes. So it took them from 6 p.m. to test it all the way to 2 a.m. And that's when it was, okay, Hawaii, you're up. And I was like, holy crap. And where we were resting. There's no tent. You're out in the open in the ocean, on the beach. It's cold. If you know Venice, California, during the day, and I believe it's in April, during the day it's warm, 70s, 80s. Come sunset, nighttime, it's cold. It's like in the 35s, 40s, right? Yeah. So a lot of people would rip their calves, tore their Achilles. So I was blessed that I didn't get injured, but I did fall, and I fell in the second obstacle, the big hamster wheel. There's a big, circular thing. We went down, and my foot slipped, and that was it. I just felt like a little baby. And it was humbled me because I was very confident. I knew I could pass through, get the fastest time, but that one obstacle prevented me from moving forward. So I had a great opportunity to meet a lot of good people, great networking, and athletes from all over the world, fit people, positive people. So it was a good experience for me.
Would you do it again?
Given the nature of the show and all these young, awesome kids that are teenagers and their grip strength are awesome, probably not, because I know that I'm 52 right now. So these young whippersnappers, 16,
have a slight advantage.
Yeah, the women are awesome. So every one of them are like younger than 18, and they're killing it. So they weigh less than $100 or whatever, and their grip strength are like eagle claws, so they climb. American Ninja Warrior, the only thing I see flaws is mostly mountain climbing, swinging your core, and all that good stuff. But there's no physical strength. There's no, like, can these kids lift their body weight and do burpees and jump on all that? Probably not. But they can climb and swing to their heart's content and do really well. So it is good. It was the foundation of functional fitness as a whole to the masses. Yeah. Allow people to see that, wow, these kids are really athletic. American Ninja Warrior. All the gymnasts can do the same thing, but American Ninja Warrior really took the media into a bigger space.
It was a good show. I watched it. I was like, that's amazing. Yeah. Just to be physically fit to do that. Like that's nuts.
And what's cool is everybody submitted their videotape. You can see them at home training, making their own cores, or going to the gym and doing all that stuff. So it shows people like all over the world they're training for this thing.
Wow.
So
that's so amazing. So next question. So after all the stuff that you've been through, all the things you've experienced from young to adult, the $1 million question, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self, and would you do anything different?
Very good question. Yes. I met my wife at a later stage. I think I was 44 years old, and then I got married at around 45, 46. If I had to do it all over again, I would find this perfect girl, younger. Because now I have a 3-year-old girl and a 9-year-old son. I'm 52 years old, so I started late. But you know what? It's better late than never, right?
Fact.
So if I could, I would focus less on the dating as much and just, find the right candidate. Yes, the right match for me. Because no one's perfect. But think of ourselves as like, I'm a piece of puzzle. This other person's a piece of puzzle, and we match perfectly. To be a perfect soulmate. That is, because there's nobody perfect. So, to answer your question, yes, start off a little earlier, have a family younger. So this way I can enjoy things, with more of my kids as they become older. But right now, they're still, luckily I'm still fit. I can be there for them when I'm in my 60s and 70s and hopefully 90s and 100. But, that's what I would do differently. It's just get married a little younger. And then,
you'd find her sooner. Yeah, sure, she'd be happy with that too.
Yeah. Hear that, honey?
He said it is documented.
Yeah, yes.
So being in business for yourself, you have to have a great support system at home, a great understanding partner, because it's not just 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So the support system is, I think, key.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To both people being successful.
Absolutely.
You mentioned your wife, like she's an integral part of
that. My wife is definitely the backbone. She's a pharmacist at Newtown Square Pharmacy in Aiea. So she has her full-time job. I am the daddy daycare trainer, fitness consultant, everything. So I take care of the household. Protector, provider, husband, dad, everything. But you're right. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning with no alarm. It's just my natural body. And then I cook breakfast, I do laundry, I do groceries, I train clients. And my clients vary from young to old. So each client requires different energy. So I have to adapt and, mirror them. And then suddenly in the middle, I gotta pick up my son, pick up my daughter, do all that stuff, get ready for dinner, help my wife out. She comes home, take care of the kids in bath time, everything, where I get my time to train. So we know each other's roles, and we're both very happy with it, and we accept it. I don't get mad because I'm doing all that stuff. I enjoy doing all that stuff because I know it's needed. She has a great career. She has a good job. She has to focus on that. I don't want her to worry about anything. I got all the groceries. I got all the laundry. I got all the kids. I got all the dogs. I got the yard, everything. You take care of what you got to take care of. I'll provide everything else. So that's why we make a good team. We understand each other's, principal rules and everything like that. So.
How did you meet?
We have our close circle of friends, and everybody knew each other. So, Pearl was our go-to, and Ocean's Down. I'm sure you guys know that long time ago. But one day when I was coming back from Big Island after working there for 6 months, she was a VIP person that take the names and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when my friend dragged me there, it was at Longy's in Alamano. It's no more, right? And I'm not on VIP list. So that's all right. Go home. She said, no. Go ahead. I got you. I said, wow, that was really nice.
Wow.
And she had mentioned, I haven't seen you lately. So that means, wow, she knew I was
She
gone
paid
for 6
attention.
months. She might have thought she was being nice, but for me, I thought it was like, wow, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
No women would do that,
Mm-hmm.
So it shows that she was confident, she was assertive. So the whole night I didn't even see her. And then before I left, she was just sitting across the bar, and she gave me like a nod, and I gave her a nod back. Didn't think nothing of it. 2 weeks, I'm on Facebook. Guess who was online? Oh, hey. So I shoot her a message, say thank you so much for the entrance, without being on the list. She said, no problem. She said, so thank you. Can I take you out to lunch? She wrote back, I don't get lunch. How about dinner? I said,
oh,
even better. And the rest was history. Our first day was at Tango, which is at Ward Avenue, our favorite restaurant. It's like a Euro fusion thing, and we just hit it off. Our conversation just flowed, and we were just talk like it was just easy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good story. Thank you for sharing. I was just curious.
All good.
You guys met.
She always tells me that to share the story because so, but yeah.
It's a good story. So I don't know if you guys saw my post from the other day. I mentioned about my experience about doing business with someone who's coming to Hawaii just solely for business, not knowing how to do business here in Hawaii, just not being pono. However, on the flip side, you have people like Ky.
That's okay.
Edit. Like Ky, who comes to Hawaii with all the great intentions and is pono and understands the culture and is open to doing business and building relationships for his small business. And plus he married a local girl, so it kind of all ties in together. So he came here for work, but he came here and established a life and loves Hawaii. And you can tell, and that's evident just the way he speaks of being home and how he loves just the island and the people and the weather, which is awesome, don't get me wrong. But that is how you do business in Hawaii. It's all about relationships, and he is not here to take, he is here to give. So that is called being pono, for those of you who don't know. But I'm so glad you stopped by, and I'm glad Lawrence recommended you, because I love hearing stories, so thank you, Lawrence, for connecting the dots. But if you want to, how would people contact you if they want to have any questions about how they can start their fitness journey or health and wellness? How would they contact you?
Very simple. The website Ky, K-E-Y, Fitness, F-I-T-N-E-S-S, Hawaii, all spelled out. KeyFitnessHawaii.com. There's a video about me talking about my mission, my goals, and you can read all the reviews I have. I have 122 5-star Google reviews. You can see videos of my current clients, past clients, and just pretty much everything there. The website is very transparent, and you can find out everything you want, and then my phone number is in there, and you can contact me that way.
And we'll also put his contact information on our Instagram and YouTube page. And remember to
always support local.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Stay blessed.